So this is the NAV screen. What I have here is what we call a role center. We have different roles depending on who and what position you are in. So today we have sales and the relationship manager for the CRM piece. And what we have here is what we call queues of information. So I can go into a fast click into my contacts, either the companies of my contacts or the people. I can look at open opportunities and other areas of opportunities. You'll see these colors. So red means overdue. So those are late. So I would go in my day-to-day processes and look at these red queues to make sure that they're getting looked at first as a salesperson. I have some other areas that you can customize for your personalization of your screen. So every user can customize their own page for their look and feel. So you can change these. And then I have some areas down below that I can also modify. So I have some opportunities here I could look at, sales pipeline in different areas, and I happen to have the large customers. And then I have some top 5 opportunities that I could drill down into if I wanted to. So again, this is what we call a role center. So you'll see on the left-hand side some menu options of some different areas I can also drill down into, and you'll see a ribbon bar at the top. So as an example, I can create a new contact right here if I wanted to. I could set some sales prices right here. This is a browser-based application, so I can toggle back and forth. If I click on items as an example, I can always toggle back using just the ribbon bar. There's also a search screen. So if I wanted to go in and just put in some search information, if I wanted to cancel some appointments or to-dos or cancel a campaign, I can just start searching for information and then go into that area if I did not want to use the menu. The other thing is that there is something called departments, and this is where it shows you all of the modules of NAV. So this shows you that the CRM and sales information is embedded within the rest of the application. And I can also go into this area if I wanted some deeper functionality in here. Well, we'll just return to the home menu and go back to the role center. This is the relationship management side of it. I have down here some splits of contacts. So I can split contacts into just companies, and I'll show that. So these are all the companies that I've listed. There are import and export routines. So if you want to import a list of different companies, you can do that. And you can also export any list in NAV to Excel as well. On the right-hand side, you'll see something called a fact box. These change every time I go onto a different record. That also is prevalent throughout all of the NAV lists. And if I was on an actual company here, I can also just easily create an opportunity right here, make a phone call, create an interaction, and log that interaction. The interaction is where you want to record that you did make a phone call or you did want to set up a meeting. I can go in at any time and see any opportunities on that company and then look at statistics. I could create a new company, or I can create a new sales quote right from here as well. The same for the contacts. So these are the contacts related to each company. So if I had someone that did a phone call and wanted to get a quote, I could easily come here, click on the name for a filter. And if it was someone named David that called, I could just do a quick search. And then right from here, I could launch David's contact record and create an opportunity right here if I wanted to. So there are things like that that you can do. You can load their pictures if you wanted to. There's user-defined questionnaires if you want to define certain questionnaires and attach them so that you get a sense of what different hobbies and have a different relationship with them. So you can add these as well. The profile questionnaires are just in the setup menu, so you can set up different questionnaires and then attach which questionnaire you want to each contact. I can create notes at any time. So if I wanted to create a note and keep notes going on each contact, I can do that as well. And I can link any documents to this contact. So if you want a running file of contacts And documents, you can do that just using the links and put in the different links to different information and documents that you want to attach to each contact. The ribbon bar has some fast options that I can do. I can also toggle over and do some actions like create an opportunity. I can also go to the navigate and see some additional information. And what you'll see here is something called segments. So this is part of the CRM solution as well. So what we do with segments is this is how we segregate all of our different types of contacts and customers. So if I clicked on this, I could see different segments that I want to do. They'll be part of this increasing sale campaign. This other segment is just user defined, so you can create different segments based on customers and categorize them together. The other thing too is at any time you can go into, say, a customer record. So we'll just go into the customers here. And I have the Canon group here. So if I click on the Canon group, I can see a lot of information about this customer. I can do parent-child relationships. So if you had one parent customer, but they have multiple locations, you can also set up all of the different ship-to codes so that they can roll up to a parent company. This can also have special pricing, so you can create special pricing by customers, or you can go into an actual inventory item. So on the inventory item card, this would be a PowerSonic 1290 battery. I can attach a picture, and I can also set special prices here, and then I can do them by different customers and create start and end dates of special pricing. That is included for salespeople to look up different special pricing by customer. We'll look a little bit at the opportunities. So opportunities are any pipeline opportunity that you have with a customer or a contact. So this is my list of all open opportunities today. If I drill down to this sales cycle, these are all user defined. The reason why I'm here is that these are linked to opportunities, so I just want to share some background of how these work. So if I go into what we call a large customer sales stage, I can then define what these stages are for initial to complete of an opportunity. And these, again, are all user defined. So I have percentages against all these different sales stages. So if I go back up to opportunities, you'll see here that I have this lead battery opportunity. I've created an initial stage for this opportunity, and then I have the next stage as well. I can at any time, if the customer approved this opportunity, I can always go in and update it. And then I can move this to a sales stage 3. I've had some pricing values in here. And then I can put in an estimated close date, and then I can push OK, and now this is going to go to the next stage. So this says here that on my sales stage that I've asked it to make sure at sales stage 3 that I have a quote. So what we need to do from here is we need to assign a sales quote. And so I'm going to leave that to here. But that's just a little background of how the CRM for Nav works and how to navigate around.